All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming. We're about to get started. I really appreciate all of you being here. We still have a couple people that are signed up that might, I actually see someone parking right now who's gonna come here. So we'll be very loose with this, keep it social. We'll make sure everybody knows each other. If you have been to one of our events, you know how we like to fly. We're called ELVT Movement as we come coaching here. And ELEVATE is a 4-letter acronym: explore, load, vanquish, and tune. It's a system that I've used in everything. I've hacked it into everything I do. Even this conversation is ELEVATE right now. This is the exploratory phase where I'm giving you guys a good idea of what to expect. And then we load, vanquish like the heroes that we all are, and then we tune and process all of the data at the end of that. Before we get started with the rope, we're gonna get connected with our bodies from the ground up and go through that ELEVATE process. Everybody can put the rope down. So I love to start with the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and the first thing we're gonna do is spread all 10 toes as wide as we can. Start to grip the ground. Maybe shift your weight back towards your heels into your toes. Maybe shift your weight left and right. Get a good idea of what your ankles feel like. Play with shifting your weight around. Maybe making little circles with the knees too. You'll notice the hips start motioning. Shoulders, elbows, hands, fingers. Start exploring your whole body, inch by inch, joint by joint, head to toe.
Incorporate your breath with your movements. Think about your energy, observe it, feel it, what's within you and around you, making connections.
Especially from the ground up. As we start moving with our rope, we realize how much power we have when we root ourselves into the earth underneath us.
Maybe close your eyes if you feel comfortable. It's not about what you look like, it is all about how you feel.
All right, so make sure again your feet are a little bit wider than hip distance apart, pointing straight forward like they're on train tracks. We'll slightly bend our knees, have our hips engaged, roll the shoulders up and back. We're gonna try to find stillness from the shoulders down. Head and neck circles are first. As you inhale, let's lift our chin to the ceiling. Exhale, right ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Breathe in as you circle the head back and around, and then change directions.
For more sensation, try to reach your fingertips down towards the ground, actively spreading the fingertips wide and lifting the chest as you move.
Think one circle to the right, one circle to the left. If there was a paintbrush on the top of your head, how big of a circle could you paint?
Tuning into the feeling, maybe slow down if you find any sticky spots.
Make it feel good. We hold on to a lot of tension in our neck and our traps. One final circle in each direction. Make sure your toes are awake, you're gripping the ground, slight bend in the knees, you're rooted. And good, stand tall. So now the motion's gonna go into our shoulders. I like to think one big circle forward, one big circle backwards. Keep the arms nice and loose. Use your traps, your lats, your shoulder blades. Think full circle, up, forward, down, back, and vice versa.
Try to combine your breath. You can inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down.
Stay rooted into the ground. Make sure your feet are bringing some data into your brain. Can you feel what the tile or turf is underneath you?
You can change up the sensation by maybe locking out the arms and squeezing your armpits into your sides.
Maybe alternating shoulders, lifting one as you drop the other. Think traveling forward, traveling back.
It's hard not to bounce to this music though.
All right, good. So from there, we're gonna get into a spiraling motion, slight bend in the knees, let the body sway side to side. Loosen up the arms so much that they hit your body at the end range of motion.
Ow.
Or high five your neighbor. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your head and neck follow the range of motion of your upper body.
One time AJ and I were doing this movement in one of his classes and I totally knocked his phone out of his hand.
She slapped my phone right out of my hand. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Just like that.
If you want to increase your range of motion here, you can start to pivot in on the big toe, pivoting in, which again is something that we'll be learning a lot of with our rope a little bit later.
To combine your breath with this movement, try to exhale at your end range of motion.
Connect your breath to your movement. Think inhale one way, exhale the other.
You think we can time a high five? Ready? Hey.
All right, good job. Let's do full body roll-ups next.
All right, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Strong, tall posture. Inhale, chin up. As you exhale, chin to your chest, roll your shoulders up, forward, and down. Bend your knees, reach for the ground, one vertebra at a time, rolling down. You can look towards your belly button. Hang out at the bottom for a breath. Then when you're ready, start to roll back up. Head hangs heavy. Reach your fingertips down towards the ground as you roll up. Head is the last thing to lift. At the top, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, chin up, and then repeat.
I love gamifying this movement. Each time going down, the rules of the game is how much weight can you shift towards your toes without the heels coming up as you exhale, hips high. As you inhale, you roll up the body, slight bend in the knees, driving the hips underneath to stack the spine above, making a tall standing body from the floor to ceiling.
Keep engaging your glutes, embracing your core. And as you roll down, think of something you can let go of. And as you rise, think of something that makes you feel empowered and strong, and stand up with that energy. Let's do one more.
Awareness is a big part of this entire workshop. Creating that mindfulness, mind-body connection.
All right, we're gonna switch legs again. Right leg is down. This time we have some free flow balance. So you're gonna do a couple different movements and purposely try to balance, but also purposely try to knock yourself out of balance. So we can do some hip circles, some hinges like we just did, maybe some forward leg lifts, lateral leg lifts. If you want to add on, you could cross one leg over the other, or even cross the leg behind. We're just going to try to move around. Notice how your body will naturally counterbalance.
Look for that center line, and then once you lose center line, if your muscle shift or legs shift to one direction, body moves off center line, can you use your muscles to get back there? This is something that we can improve the more we practice. Balance is strength. It's a practice. It's an awareness.
I'm going to invite some pistol squats into the arena.
Really use the toes, strong toes. Make sure there's a good amount of weight in your forefoot. Because of modern shoes and lots of reasons, we're all used to really shifting lots of our weight towards the heel. So I invite you to get comfortable with shifting more weight towards the forefoot. It'll strengthen your toe muscles.
All right, we'll switch legs. Yeah,
good
calves
work.
For sure.
And calves for sure.
Glutes.
Be mindful of where that knee is in relation to your toes. Over the middle three toes, the knee is strong and stable. Once it veers a little too outside on either end is when we get into that chaotic, oh no, I'm about to fall feeling. So the more stable the knee and ankle and the more aware they are, the better your balance will become.
Organized chaos.
Yes. All right, good job. So now you can grab your rope. We have one more set of balance. This time, we're gonna take our rope and hold it in half, and then we're gonna bend it again and hold it in a quarter.
Retreat this year.
I like to imagine that this thing is a bar that we're gonna bend, driving the elbows in to really reinforce the engagement of all these back muscles right here. So you think this is a metal bar that you're trying to bend, squeezing the elbows in, shoulders back, chest up. Let's get our right leg centered, spread the toes, grip the ground, slight bend in the knee, bend the bar, shoulder back, chest up. You're gonna imagine the rope is pulling you forward. As your back leg lifts up, extend your heel, flex your toes to the floor, balancing airplane, using the rope to create tension. Rip the rope like you're trying to break it. Exhale, drive, bring the rope towards your waist. Bonus points if you wanna lift your knee. Shoulder back, chest up. Inhale, bend it, rip it, reach it, extend your heel as you inhale. Exhale. Keep tension. We're gonna do 5. That was 2. Inhale, rip the rope, bend the bar.
Sound effects are encouraged.
Reach. Exhale, squeeze. My hamstring's on fire. We got 2 more.
The hardest thing you've ever done.
The more challenge you make this, the more you're asking of yourself. You're a superhero. You can do some crazy shit. Yeah. This is reinforcing that. Exhale, drive. We got 1 more, right? That was 4. 5 reps. Inhale, reach, squeeze. Rip, bend. Exhale, drive. Shake the legs out. That felt like the hardest hinge I've done all week. My booty and my hamstring on fire.
Shoulder.
So we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Left leg underneath you. Spread the toes, grip the ground. The key here is tension, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Rip the rope, bend the rope. The more you squeeze the elbows in, the more these lat muscles turn on. Shoulders back, chest up. Don't lose your chest or posture as you lean. Imagine the rope is pulling you forward. Inhale. Use that back leg, extend the heel, flex the toes, stretch your hamstring. Exhale, drive.
Try to pack the shoulders away from the ears even as you bend the rope. So we're pulling out, bending down, but also pulling down.
Inhale, reach. Exhale, drive. Turn all the muscles on as much as you can. Rip the rope, bend the bar. In all ranges of motion, remind yourself, turn all those muscles on. Use the awareness of these muscles as a body scan, creating a little mindful dashboard of how everything feels. How does your hamstring feel? I think we got one more, maybe two more.
This is like the equivalent of having weight in your arms without actually having any weight. It's tension and it's relative to our bodies.
Exhale, drive, last rep.
What's up, Dylan? When did you sneak in here?
And shake it out. All right, good work. So we're gonna bring the rope to our waist. This is a squat pattern, but also rotation, low body stability, while the upper body is becoming mobile. So balance is still a key here. We start with the rope at our waist. Step one is gonna be stepping the left leg back. Inhale, reach the rope up overhead, and I like to think here to check in, am I a diagonal line from my ropes to my back heel? Back heel is high. Make sure you're gripping the ground with your left toes and your diagonal line. From there, you're gonna bend your knee, your back leg, shift your hips underneath you, rotate your body towards your front leg. To challenge yourself, get a little lower in your lunge. Squeeze your booty. Make sure you're a straight line from the knee underneath you to the ceiling above you. All right, good. Exhale, reset. We're gonna do the same thing with the other side now. Right foot steps back. Make a diagonal line from back heel to rope. You'll bend your knee, squeeze your butt, drive forward, rotate towards the front leg, squeeze and pull the rope, tension everywhere, then reset. Good job. So there's two ways you can do this. You can step forward and rotate into this, or you can step back and rotate into this position. Either one, they're both valid for different reasons. If you have a weaker lunge or any issues with your low body, stepping back is definitely a safer lunge option. If you're comfortable with your position, you can step and think uppercut as you rotate, and then paddle, like a paddleboarding as you come back.
And if you want to add on a little bit, you can add on a slight back bend. So as you reaching that back hand back, but finding that integrity first of the twist and then adding that extra extension.
Exploration is a big part of what we do here. So we're gonna do this for like about a minute. Remember, you can step back, make that line, rotate towards the front leg, or if you're feeling good, you can bring the rope to the side, step into it, and come back. We're gonna bring it back into a quarter. We're gonna do one more set of full body roll-ups, but this time, I like to use the rope as a tactile feedback. In my personal opinion, I've been obsessed with ropes for like over 3 years now. I was just telling someone about that. And the rope for mobility, for yoga, for stretching, for using it as a tension tool is as beneficial as the flow practice of it as well. So if you have a rope, you brought one with you, I encourage, if you're not using it for mobility or even as like something to wrap around a pole and do some squats, or use as like a tension tool, either way, I'm going on a tangent. So, full body roll down here. I love to do this one, keeping the rope connected to your legs. Keep a slight bend on the knees, and this one really helps you be mindful, super mindful of where that weight's being distributed. Then if you can go all the way down to your feet, see if you can shift the rope over the toes, maybe towards the floor. Maybe you can shift it out even further without the heels coming up. That's the rule. Then inhale, reverse. Keep the rope connected to your legs as you roll up. Stack the hips underneath. Spine above. Head is the last thing to lift. Let's do 3 total. So you got 2 more. Keep the rope connected to you. Some tension on it for bonus points. Squeeze the elbows in. Turn the lats on. Then stretch them out as you fold all the way. Beautiful. We got 1 more rep. The rope adds a good level of added mindfulness here and awareness throughout your whole forward fold. Yeah.
Relying on each other's tension, we'll bend the knees and sit the hips back and down. Keep pulling, pull your elbows into your sides, get low, and then we'll drive back up to standing. Good, so we have to keep our tension on the whole time. Perfect. Let's go.
Shoulders back.
Yeah. Good, inhaling down and exhaling.
Chest up.
Nice.
Core engaged.
Yeah, keep pulling. Yeah, it's like tug of war.
Maintain tension in your rope the entire time.
Good, yeah. Ah, you got me.
Keep that body upright, shoulders back, chest up, hips underneath the spine as you do this motion.
Once you've done a couple of those repetitions, we're gonna switch our grip. So the rope handles are pointing up, we'll go up overhead. Same thing, pulling tight, finding our deep overhead squat, and then lifting back up. It's hard, right? Good, inhale down, and exhale up. You're sweating.
You want to make sure your entire
back.
posterior chain
Pull back.
is engaged.
Pull hands back, hands back.
Shoulders back, chest up, core active.
Right. Inhale as you go down, exhale as you lift up. So you're going to try to keep the rope parallel to your body, throwing the rope overhand, coming straight forward. Yeah, so if you were to throw the rope, it would throw
away
up.
from you.
Yeah, and maybe hit the ceiling. Right? Yes.
Also think like volleyball overhand, tennis serve.
Yeah. So we want to keep the elbow bent, pulled into the side. Your wrist is making the rotation, your shoulders moving a little bit, and then pay attention to your stance. Maybe you have both feet squared off, maybe you have a split stance, and then try to change up your stance a little bit. So move your feet around while you're keeping this movement going. Right?
Your mind is split in what it's thinking about. Part of it is that rope still traveling straight forward where your eyes are. That's your northern plane, which will be super important as we get more advanced here. And then the other portion of your mind is, where is my stance? Is it in the same direction in the rope? Is it in the opposite direction of the rope? Is it transitioning?
We're going to change your grip. Just gonna grab it
These are the kinds of things that are important, especially as you advance your flow practice.
And then as you can time the rope by feeling when it hits the ground. So having that tactile feedback from the floor is important too. So it's in our right hand, we're gonna start to change direction. So the rope is facing forward this whole time. We're gonna turn our bodies to face the rope. The rope position doesn't move, just our bodies do. Nice, and then can you turn back? Nice, so that rope is still traveling. If you were on your yoga mat, still traveling towards the top, you just turn to face the side. Then we'll turn to face the back, and your arm is gonna cross your body a little bit. But that rope is still moving in the same direction, and then we'll reverse the direction, turning back to face the rope, and then turning again to where we started.
So
Nice.
take a little check into your rope. Is it making the same pattern it was making before? Did it stay facing the same direction the entire time, independently from where your body was traveling? Great job.
Is your right arm burning a little bit? Yeah. All right, let's switch sides. So we'll do overhand on the other side. So let's switch hands. Again, finding that stance, throwing overhand. You can make it a little big and dramatic to start. Up and forward.
And if you're advanced and you've been doing this for a little while and you want to start exploring, maybe bringing the rope to either side of the body, go for it. Or if this is your first time, you're like, hey, I got this. This feels pretty good. See how that feels. If you could throw that rope over to one side of your body and to the other, are you keeping a good awareness and hold on where that rope is traveling as opposed to the body? And then see if you can face that rope, face the opposite direction of the rope while it stays traveling in the same direction. Great job. I love what I'm seeing, everybody.
Ooh, you guys are crushing it. All right, then we're gonna change it up. Well, we gotta do underhand on the other side. So back into the right hand. Now you're gonna throw it behind you. So if you were to let go of that rope, it would probably stay long and low.
This is your swing pattern.
You're hitting a tennis racket, you're throwing a softball. Underhand, you're doing uppercuts.
Hitting a golf ball with your golf stick.
With your golf stick.
Not a golfer. Sorry.
Really, you're not? We couldn't tell. All right, we're gonna turn to face the rope. Keep on pivoting towards the back so it's on the opposite side of you. And then when you're ready, switch hands.
You can even explore maybe alternating hands in a nice fluid way, hitting it on both sides. Play with all of the movements, but make sure wherever that rope is traveling, it's staying there for the majority of your movement.
So we'll try to make 2 circles in the underhand position and then switch hands. 2 circles, grab it with the other hand, and try to keep that rotation going.
That rope is a really good representation of what your body is doing. And as you're practicing this, that coiling body will become more and more important. We produce so much power when we wake up our core and we actually use it to compress and extend on either side. When you're throwing a ball, when you're doing an overhand punch, when you're sprinting, running, this movement pattern applies to all athletic movement.
And then, rather than switching hands, you can practice bringing the rope to that opposite side of your body. So you'll still be switching sides, but you won't be switching hands per se. It'll come to the other side of your body.
There you go, Lori. That looks amazing. Yeah. Notice how Lori's bending her knees and changing levels. Get comfortable with connecting your low body with what the upper body's doing. Yeah, Val, there you go. Good job. Now, if you're feeling good and comfortable with what you're doing, real simple trick here to go from one hand mode to two hand is just grabbing that knot and doing the same exact thing. Now you just have 2 hands on one side of the body, 2 hands on the other side. Trying underhand pattern and overhand. Remember, overhand is like a throw. Underhand is more like your swing. And the more you coil, the more upright the direction of the rope will travel.
How do you transition from overhand to underhand?
Great question. That's next. Yeah. That's an awesome question. That's next. Yeah.
We'll have to take a break and switch.
Good job, everybody. Looking really good. Overhand and underhand patterns.
Yes.
All right, everybody. So now this is what we're going to do. Everybody take a little pause. We're going to bring both of our hands on the rope like this. And we're going to just swing the rope to the side, keeping the rope in front of us. Try to separate your hands. One hand is going to be above the other. This is called a propeller. Now, your propeller movement is a transition movement. Someone just asked, John just asked, how do we go from underhand to overhand? The way you do that without the rope stopping is actually moving your own body. So everybody, you can actually take a little second and look what I'm doing real quick. So I'm in my propeller mode. My right hand underneath, if I follow it and turn that direction, I'm going to be in my underhand mode, my swing. So I'm going to turn that way. I'm in swing mode. I'm going to face my rope again. Now if I go towards Georgie, my top hand is going to lead that, and it's going to be your throw pattern.
Overhands.
My propeller is my transition. Underhand. Propeller. Overhand. Propeller. This is another big key when we start putting it all together, because then I can go this direction, propeller, that direction. I can start going in circles if I understand where the rope is traveling, the swing hand, which is my right hand here, and my throw hand, which is my left hand here. This is the key to advanced flows. From your foundation, this is the simplest way to teach it, but as you get more advanced, following your hands and rope tells you where to go. The rope is telling me my awareness of what's going on depends on, do I understand where the rope is and where my possibilities are. That all comes from propeller, overhand, and underhand. All right, so play with that a little bit, see how that feels.
Vibe out with your energy, just feel what's happening in your body. Aho.
The rope practice is as deep and profound as a yoga practice, in my opinion. You have these foundational movement patterns and an endless way to chain and combine them together to create different movement patterns and flow styles, and you can really express yourself. So it should feel good. Play with bending those knees, bouncing with it. changing directions. Beautiful work, everybody. I love what I'm seeing. We've taken our rope, we've explored it in single hand mode, in double hand mode. We've explored our underhand side swing, our overhand side swing, our propeller transition, and how one can move into the other, and how part of your mind is thinking about where the rope is going, and the other one is where is my body in space, and is it in synchronization with what's going on with the rope. When the rope goes up, I go up. When the rope goes down, I go down. The more connected you are with your rope, the more you're generating power from the ground up, teaching your feet how to be rooted, and you're accessing a whole bunch of athletic potential that a lot of us leave at the floor, whether we're using conventional shoe wear or we're just not really thinking about what our toes are doing or how much we're actually using that low body. So now we're gonna get into the letters of rope flow. We have 4 foundational patterns. The first one is race and chase. Everybody can drop your rope to the floor real quick. We'll learn this with our body without the rope first. Everybody bring the hands to the right. Right hand on top of left. Think pinky on top of thumb. Then we're gonna draw a figure 8 pattern. Your top hand is the racer. Your bottom hand is the chaser. Can you lower the music? So what we're gonna do is have the thumb come up and down, swoosh to the other side of the body.
Swoosh.
Then the thumb is gonna rotate up, bring your hand into extension, and come back to where it came from. You're drawing a circle to the left and a circle to the right, doing a figure 8. And if we want to get really nerdy with it, we're going through extension and flexion with our shoulders, rounding over, leaning back, using the sides of our core to compress, to try to really focus on the shape we're drawing and where that shape is being drawn. And that's where the rope comes in. All we do is grab the rope, and the rope will be your representation of what you're actually drawing in the air right now. See how much you can move your body to get that circle to the right, get that circle to the left. Good. Now let's reverse the direction before we grab the rope just to feel like what underhand feels like. The bottom hand is the racer that's leading, as the top hand is the chaser. That's why we call this race and chase.
I think you're coming up and behind you, up and over the shoulder, under, up, back.
Let's reverse again, go overhand, race and chase. Now the top hand, your right hand is racing, the bottom hand is chasing. Let's stop at the left side for a second and switch hands. Left hand on top of right hand. Now let the left hand lead to the right, lead to the left. Figure 8 pattern. Draw a circle to the left of you, circle to the right. How much can you compress your body, your side body? Wake it up. Move your hips. Then maybe change directions. Try underhand, drawing that circle to the right, circle to the left. If you're feeling good, a way to challenge yourself even more is to make sure your elbow is tight to the waist, scooping out tight to the body, and then challenge yourself to go straight up as you go to the other side. The movement is how tight can you be to your body, and challenge that circle upward. Yeah, everybody looks amazing. Ooh, my cueing has gotten better because y'all are all on point right now. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Think ribs to hips.
There you go, Chris.
To
Good
find
job.
That coil. Bend the opposite knee of the side that you're on.
Beautiful, Logan. There you
So
go.
if you're coiling on the left side, right knee bends. Coiling on the right, left knee bends.
Play with both directions a little bit more.
Drop the shoulder down, ribs to hips. Think side body contraction. And make sure you hit both directions.
Beautiful. All right, take a little second, pick up your
We look so
rope.
cool right now, we're all late.
Yeah. Does anybody see, like, do you see like some Tai Chi in this a little bit? You guys see a little bit of like the martial arts essence of where this comes
Little
from?
dance, little flow.
Flow arts are all of the arts, like someone said poi, I heard earlier today. I don't know who said, yeah, so Chris said poi. That's considered flow arts. A lot of martial arts, bow staff, sword fighting, these are all the pathways that we're drawing is the possibilities of where your arms can travel in space. And then what the rope becomes is like a beautiful paintbrush that shows, if I was to throw something, it's showing the path of where it would go. So the more intact you are with that, the tighter the rope can stay with you, the more handle you have of where you are in space. That's called proprioception, which means your knowledge of your own body in space, and interoception, your awareness of the inner part of your body. How am I feeling emotionally? Where's my breath at? Where's my balance? Am I good to go? Feel good? Now you're doing race and chase, which is one circle to the left, one circle to the right. Whichever hand is leading stays the leading hand throughout the pattern. Underhand and overhand. Make sure you know the difference between which hand is leading, and then switching to the other hand leading, seeing how they both feel like. In overhand, when you're throwing, the top hand is the leading hand. In underhand, the bottom hand is the leading hand. Playing with it in both sides. Race and chase. Looking good, everybody. Any questions? We understand the name, why it's called it, and how to do it in underhand and overhand. Cool, cool, cool. Amazing, y'all are really good students. Okay, next movement is our Matador's wheel. So you can throw the rope behind your neck or on the floor if you want for this one, so we can understand what's going on with the hands and body before we try this with our rope. We'll bring the rope, our hands back to the right side. We'll start with right side leading. What we do first is the right hand races over to the left hand. Your arms are crossed, but then you're going to do a second circle to uncross the hands. Then the top hand, we're switching, now it's left hand pattern, is going to cross up and over, and now you're drawing a circle. Open the arms, the right hand becomes the leader, crosses up and over like a wave crashing. Uncross the arms, the backhand switches, cross up and over. Open, cross. Open, cross. This is your overhand Matador's wheel. You're taking 2 circles on the right side, cross the arms to cross to the other side, then open the arms to switch which hand is leading. Cross up and over, uncross, cross up and over, uncross. Yeah. Now we don't have to switch which arm is leading this pattern because Matador's wheel goes from right hand leading to left hand leading. Whichever side you're at is the hand that's leading the pattern. We're all doing overhand, so we're going to pause and do underhand. Now the bottom hand is the one leading. You swing across to the other side, open the arms, back arm swings across to the other side, your arms across, then uncross, cross, uncross, cross across the midline, uncross. See how that feels, little Tai Chi across the body. Make sure you're rooted into the ground, your legs are curving, coiling with the rest of your body. Cross,
right? So
uncross.
you're gonna cross, and then you'll make 2.
Uncross.
You'll cross, then you'll make 2 individual circles, and then uncross. So the right arm comes under, then you'll draw a circle, and then the left arm comes under.
Keep doing it without the rope, and I'm gonna show y'all the same thing. So ready? We're all doing underhand Matador's wheel, right? We cross, uncross, cross, uncross, cross, uncross. If you feel like you're ready to grab your rope and give this a try, or you want to keep doing this body weight to make sure you're getting this, the rope stays traveling straight forward, cross, uncross. If you're doing overhand, the backhand goes across as you throw. Your overhand is your throw pattern. Think throw, throw. Your underhand is your swing pattern. I like to think swing, swing. Getting comfortable with what that means.
We're used to being like a righty or a lefty, and this forces us to use both hemispheres of our brain at the same time, so it gets a little confusing. You're gonna do 1 circle and then cross hands. Yep, yep. And then what?
How you feel?
Exactly.
Good. Yeah.
So whatever side the rope is on, that hand will be on.
There you go. That looks smooth. That looks fluid.
Yep.
Bang. Great
Right?
job.
It's a lot on the brain.
Kevin looks like a pro.
Yeah. Good.
CPA and rope flowist. Handles your money by day, your ropes by night. I don't know. Do I look human or robotic?
Robotic!
Nice. All right. Next one. Human or robotic?
Robotic! Human.
Okay, how about this one? How about this one?
Robot.
Okay, how about this one? Wait, I confused myself.
There you go.
Superhuman. Robot.
Okay, what's the difference? Stiffness is definitely a part of it.
Feet rolling.
Okay, yeah, so robotic, what we said was robotic. The same side limbs are traveling at the same time. This is not something we do typically in nature. The upper body is doing the opposite to counterbalance what the low body's doing to maintain balance. This is called contralateral lift, something that, again, is super important as we start thinking about balance. What happens when our limbs shift is your head maintains, steers to stay over the foot. Perfect position for perfect balance would be knee and head over the fourth toe. David Weck, the creator of the Bosu ball and rope flow, calls the fourth toe bone right here the green dot. That's the perfect position where we are for balance. If I'm gonna throw, punch, swing, jump, that's my position where I'm loaded with my highest potential. Throwing, swinging, running, okay? So something we're gonna practice real quick in place with our rope is you can either do underhand or overhand here. If you throw, we're gonna throw with whatever side is throwing, the opposite foot will step forward to catch yourself in this cross body sling. Then you'll come back, learn when to throw and step with the opposite foot, and then step back, throw, come back. I like to think timing this and numbering this. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 circles to the right, 2 circles to the left, and my throw is number 3. 3. Come back, 1, 2, throw, 4. 1, 2, throw, 4. You can play with different variations of that, and then try on the other side.
Bring the rope to the opposite side, whatever foot is stepping forward.
Creating that sling.
So if your right foot is
Yes.
stepping forward, you'll bring the rope to the right side of the body.
Yes. Yeah.
If you're bringing the left foot forward, you'll bring it
So you're
the
gonna
rope to the
think
outside
swing
of the left foot.
across. So if it's on the right side, throw and step to the left side. Throw the rope to the left side as you step. Nope, it's still on the right side. So the rope, you're gonna take it and throw it to the left side as you step. Like that, exactly. And then eyes forward. If this was a ball, imagine you're throwing it in front of you. Yeah. Takes a little bit of practice. That looks great, John. That's perfect. You got it, smooth. If you've got it down, your throw pattern with both sides, reverse the rope and now try to swing across the midline. Remember, you're stepping with the opposite limb, catching yourself with that crossbody sling, head over foot for perfect balance. That was it? You did it, you did it. Yeah, so you were looking for balance. Your eyes were like, am I doing it? You're doing
You
it.
are. Nice, yes.
Swinging across the
Yes.
midline,
Bring it to the other side, and then as you step,
throwing across the
bring it to the side
midline.
you're stepping to. Get some lines going. You wanna hop in the line? Lori, you wanna come in the line?
So
Okay,
we'll
come
do,
on up.
This is the line.
This is a line. We are the line.
I am one with the line.
all right, so you can either do any underhand or overhand pattern you learned. The rule is you wanna be working on that contralateral lift. Contralateral step, whether that be through your swing or your throw, you're stepping with the opposite foot, so your head lands over that foot, and you're nice and bent, absorbing the energy to redistribute it into the next throw, or to redistribute it into the next swing. Bounce with it, so your body gets to feel when to step. This feels good, so I'm assuming that I'm doing it right because it feels right. You know, so
Yep.
think less, feel more.
If you're going overhand, whatever hand is on top, you'll be stepping to that opposite side.
Notice how their ropes are traveling forward the direction they're going. That's the key. That's why you can be next to somebody without whipping them. All right, let's get our next line of 3. Be mindful of your rope. Next line of 3. Who do you trust? Who do you want to line up with? This is a confidence game right here. It's an icebreaker. You're like, don't whip me. All right, keep that rope pointing straight forward. Step with the opposite foot. Either throw or swing pattern. Yeah, eyes forward. You want those eyes.
Other side, Chris?
And rope. Chris is looking a little robotic, but
There you
we'll
go,
get
there
it.
you
It's
go.
all good. It's all good. There it is. There it is. That was it.
That's it. That's
All right,
it.
good job. Next 3. There you go. With a little practice, you'll get it. Yup. It's really easy to want to look down. All 3 of you look forward. Remember, eyes north. Where's that rope traveling? There it is. Beautiful,
Nice.
Val. There it
Yes.
is. Looks beautiful.
Get it, Val.
All right, next set group. Make sure that rope's pointed forward.
Woo! Naturals. Let's go.
Nice.
Yep, don't overthink it, just feel it.
For your second one, if you did overhand the first time, try the other direction. Now you'll do underhand. Or if you did underhand first one, swinging, you'll work on your throw pattern.
Oh, I did over.
There you go, bro. You got it.
Start with one step, like one.
Yeah.
So I pause you too. I lose it.
Oh, it's all good. That's the cool thing about this is like each time you're figuring out a little more, a little more, a little more. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Great job, everybody. You got it, Chris.
That was good, that was good. Nice. Back. Opposite foot, opposite hand. Hey.
There you go, Barbara. You got it.
Woo!
There you go, Lori.
Right out the gate.
What is this?
So I want you to imagine you are standing in 2 train tracks, right? You have a train track in front of you and a train track behind you. And each time you flip the rope, it's gonna hit one of those train tracks. When it's in the front, dragging across, and then when it's in the back. Super key to rotate your body as you move, because your upper body is what's dictating this movement. So turn your chest. Yeah, there you go, there you go.
You got it, Chris.
There
That's
it
a smooth dragon roll,
is.
man.
Nice, that foot pivot.
That looks beautiful. Wow, it looks like everybody's got it. Any questions?
Wait,
Nice and smooth.
what you got? Let's see.
Yep.
So you'll drag,
And make
flip,
sure you want to get
turn,
used to the eyes tracking.
and turn.
So you're
Just
looking
2
to one
movements.
direction,
So
turning to
we'll
the
drag.
other. And that helps reinforce even more that that rope stays traveling from one side
It'll go both
to
ways
the other.
eventually,
I look
but
to the
whatever
left,
side you feel
look
more
to the right.
comfortable on.
Left,
Drag,
right.
flip, turn.
Nah, your body's doing. Look at how
Flip,
much my
drag in
body's
front of
leaning
you.
to one
Yep.
side, leaning to the other.
Turn.
Leaning to one side, leaning to the other.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to add a couple notes that are super important and hopefully they will help you along your practice. A couple of things. Remember the propeller move that we worked on as a transitional movement? If you could lower the music a little bit, Georgie. Well, the dragon roll is another transition movement. That's why it's super important when we're going in one direction or the other. If you notice, my eyes are moving with the rest of my body. My head is from over this foot, 4th toe, green dot, to over this foot, 4th toe, green dot. When I'm doing my dragon roll, I'm turning to one side, turning to the other. Because of that, the direction I'm going right now, if I face this way, what did that look like? A throw, right? If I go back to my dragon roll and I face this way, what'd that look like? A swing. So the rope's direction tells me when to throw, back to dragon roll, when to swing. The dragon roll is a beautiful transition, just like your propeller, for you to change and commit from one side to the other. The dragon roll also allows you to do that. Swing.
So say AJ's in
Dragon
this
roll.
dragon roll position, then this would be his overhand, and then the other side would be his underhand position. But if he were to change the direction of his dragon roll, then those would invert. Now this is his underhand, and the other side is his overhand.
See?
So
Pivoting with the rope. Let your body be in sync with the rope.
So you're going overhand, overhand, dragon roll, underhand, underhand. Your dragon roll is your middle position. It's your transition. So imagine you're on a yoga mat.
No, I'm literally just like.
And as you're doing
gotcha.
overhand, you're facing the top of the yoga mat. As you're doing your dragon roll, long ways on the yoga mat. As you're doing underhand, you're facing the back of the yoga mat. Allow that to be your pathway. It could be a bowling lane. Like, I don't really care what it is. It could be a driveway. Just allow yourself to have a direction. There you go. What have you been practicing for
got
months?
it.
So good.
You got
What
this.
have you been practicing for months?
Exactly.
Or something?
When it
Looks
feels so good,
good.
it's got to be right.
How's it feeling?
Getting there.
Good?
Dragon roll is still iffy.
Yeah. The dragon roll's tough. It's all about turning.
Good job.
Good, yeah. How's it feeling, Val?
Great work.
Stuck with my arms in the back sometimes.
Let me see.
That's so weird. It feels right.
Just flow.
Try. Something like that.
So what's happening is you're reversing the direction. Yeah.
We're going to take this back over here, and we're going to try a traveling motion with our dragon roll. If we travel with the rope, the forward and back, where the rope is one of the best ways to keep track of what's going on, okay? There's two ways to step with the rope. Either when the rope is in front, which we call front side, right? Makes sense. Or we step when the rope is behind, called backside. If I'm going to step when the rope is behind me, it looks like this. The rope's in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind. I'm stepping when the rope is behind, landing when the rope is in front. Step, land. Step, land. That is your backside. Real quick. We're running out of time. This is so fun. I could do this one move for the whole 2 hours. So the other one is your front side. Now I'm going to step in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind. Maybe I want to go backside. Front side, step when the rope is in front. Backside, step when the rope is behind. See the difference? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Step. Right? The rope is going that direction the entire time. As long as I know when to step, the timing, the rope is in front, behind, in front, behind.
Notice
in
how
front.
AJ's always complementing the direction that the rope is going. So his energy is following with the rope. They're not countering each other. He's using the rotation of the rope to help his rotation of his body, and vice versa. The rotation of his body is helping the rotation of the rope.
Okay, so let's get back over here. Let's do lines of 3. Remember, you're facing your rope, but you're going that direction. In front, behind, left, right. Give it a try. Maybe we'll do lines of 2. A little bit less trust needed for this one. This one takes lots of practice, but with practice comes progress.
True.
Progress equals happiness.
And one of my favorite quotes for anybody feeling agitated right now is frustration and agitation leads to adaptation. It means you're right there. You're so close to learning that new thing. So if it's frustrating, it means it's even more beneficial for you.
Barb! Get it, girl.
Yes, pressure makes diamonds.
Something like that.
Diamonds become
Barb, you got it, girl. I can tell you've been working with John, man, with the rope. I can see it. I can see. All right, everybody, so let's listen up. We're going to get ready to wrap things up real quick. So I just want to take, again, a little summary of all the things we went through, just so you can take as much. There's a lot of knowledge we all threw at you in this last 2 hours. Hopefully you had as good of a time as we did. And you'll be able to take some of these lessons and take them with you and apply them into all the other things we do. So, rope, little recap. We learned that our rope, can you turn that down a little bit, please? We learned that rope, we get a little idea of having it travel north, and we can move our body no matter what the rope is doing, and also be mindful of the two at the same time. We're all humans, and we're capable of some pretty cool things. I can still focus on what my left hand's doing and my body at the same time, and you're all capable of that as well. Throwing patterns is your overhand. Swinging patterns is your underhand. Also, our propeller motion right here is a transitionary movement that can get us from swinging back to the transition to throwing while the rope is still traveling in that direction the whole time. So propeller. Your other transition movement is your drag and roll. If I'm doing my drag and roll, all I got to do is think a little bit and know if I go that way, it's a swinging motion. And if I turn the other way, it's my throwing motion. And you're always able, if I jump switch, it's the opposite, swinging that way, throwing that way. I can jump switch just like I can step switch. You're all able to do those things. My overhand, underhand, race and chase. Matador's wheel changes. You're mindful of your weight distribution, see where my weight is going. I can use that information to step forward, step back, transition, all while having balance, head over foot, changing directions with power, having balance the entire time. So this is something that you're learning, these patterns with your hands, elbows, shoulders, hips, and this is weaponizing your body and showing you what you're truly capable of. Any questions?
That was so good.
Yeah? You guys have a good time? Hell yeah.
So we did throw a lot at you guys, and it is a lot to absorb mentally, but the best way that you will download it and learn it is just through practice and through playing around with the rope. So all we can encourage is more flow.
So I'm going to humble plug real quick. I do have an online program that's very thorough that has the letters and the building blocks to create fluent language expression with your body with the rope as the lens. So we covered the basic foundational patterns is your race and chase, your Matador's wheel, your drag and roll. The one move we didn't cover today, just because it's like the hardest move to learn, is the sneak, where one arm sneaks behind the back. Your overhand sneak looks like this. Notice that my right hand is behind my back, and I'm doing this movement, sneaking the arm behind my back. That's your overhand. This is your underhand. Sneaking the arm behind the back. Took me like 2 weeks to learn that with a YouTube video over and over and over again. Like, Georgie, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I do this freaking move? So again, arm sneaks behind the back. One of the easiest ways that I've learned this one, whether an overhand, is the arm, the outside arm scoops behind the back as the other arm, this is actually Georgie's cue, looks like you're taking off a top hat. Hello. Well, hello, right? So there's that top hat. So
I don't think I said that.
that outside arm scoops, and then that front arm, well, hello, top hat, right? So you do the other side, outside arm, behind the back, that front arm, and the way that you make this movement possible is that upper body rotation, low body's nice and stable.
Why don't you show some of the other variations of the dragon roll and then the cheetah tail? So
oh yeah,
these are some other movements.
Little previews for what you can do with your dragon roll. There's 3 variations. You learn the normal one, that direction, that direction. The other 2, high hand. I like to think earmuffs, like you're putting your hands by your ears. And dragon hug, crossing the arms. Either in that direction, I hit myself because I wasn't fluid on that one, or that direction. Ooh, that's a hard one. Switching up and over. So those are your dragon roll variations. Your sneak, this is your alternating sneak. Your double sneak is called the cheetah's tail,
My favorite move.
where the arms stay behind the back.
It feels so good.
And you can do that motion overhand as well. Definitely feels a little weird. But feels right, so it's probably right, Lori? Yeah. So, your sneaks. So with those 4 foundational patterns, your race and chase, Matador wheel, dragon roll, and sneak, you have an endless amount of combinations and chains. You could step, forward and back, stance switch, jump, and this manual is pretty much a movement index of all those possibilities. 26 pages. along with an online program. If you guys are interested in the manuals, we have them over there, as well as some white ropes. These are called Snow Mamba. They're lightly reflective. This is honestly one of my favorite ropes.
They glow in the dark. Well, they glow under black light.
They glow in black light. I have a bunch of these as well. All of the other ones in the bag, those are different feels, thicknesses. Again, everything feels different. If there's one that you really like, I'll also give you guys a 30% off coupon. The company is called Slush Ropes. It's a woman who's around our age, in her early 30s, from Las Vegas. Amazing entrepreneur. She's an awesome person, making the world a better place, just like we're all trying to, and spreading this awesome art. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, loved it, hated it, we'd love to know why either way. And thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for being here, taking time out of your Saturday. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Give yourselves a round of applause.